The government has issued a new directive, and it could directly affect how millions of Indian households cook every day. According to recent orders, LPG supply may be cut off in areas where piped natural gas or PNG is available if households refuse to switch. The push is clear. Move away from cylinders and shift to pipeline-based gas wherever possible. But this raises a bigger question. Why is the government pushing this transition so aggressively? And is PNG really a better alternative to LPG? At the core of this move is logistics. India's LPG system depends on cylinders being transported across the country, from refineries to bottling plants and then to homes. This entire chain is expensive, vulnerable to disruption, and heavily dependent on global LPG imports. PNG, on the other hand, is supplied through underground pipelines directly to households. No delivery delays, no refilling, no storage. For the government, this means lower distribution costs, fewer supply bottlenecks, and more control over urban energy networks. On paper, both LPG and PNG serve the same purpose: cooking fuel. But they are not the same. LPG, or liquefied petroleum gas, is stored in cylinders under pressure. It has a higher calorific value, meaning it burns hotter and is often more efficient for cooking. PNG, or piped natural gas, is lighter, supplied continuously, and generally considered safer because it disperses quickly in case of leaks. But there's a catch. PNG usually delivers lower flame intensity compared to LPG, and many users report slightly longer cooking times. So while it's convenient, the experience isn't identical. This shift is not happening in isolation. India is currently navigating global energy volatility, from Middle East tensions to disruptions in LPG supply chains. Importing LPG is becoming costlier and more uncertain. At the same time, the government has been steadily expanding city gas distribution networks, investing heavily in pipeline infrastructure. So this directive is not just about households. It's part of a larger strategy to reduce dependence on imported LPG and move toward a more stable domestic gas ecosystem. But here's where things get complicated. Not all areas have reliable PNG infrastructure. Even in cities where pipelines exist, supply consistency, pressure issues, and connection costs can vary. For many households, switching is not just a choice. It's a financial and practical adjustment. There's also the question of consumer preference. People are used to LPG, its flame, its reliability, and the flexibility of a cylinder that doesn't depend on pipeline networks. So what we're seeing is a trade-off. LPG offers familiarity, portability, higher heat efficiency. PNG offers convenience, continuous supply, system-level efficiency for the government. But the transition is not as simple as replacing one with the other. Because this isn't just a fuel switch, it's a shift in how energy is delivered, controlled, and consumed in urban India. And while the policy may make sense at a system level, for households, the real question is convenience enough to replace control?